I like to think I'm very balanced.
Today is Labor Day.
My protein haul. Having protein won't make you fat. I do see it's not going to be like your typical fitness series. These are books that are going to help with your mindset. Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Be Fit episode 2. So today is all about getting started. I'm aware that some of you may be new on your fitness journey. Some of you may just need a bit of like kickstart, motivation, you know, all that fun stuff. So today I'm going to be talking about a few things to like help get you started, what I do to kind of keep me on track, and how I'm planning on keeping myself on track for the next few weeks. We're also going to be doing, I filmed a little full day of eating, so that's going to be in today's video. And also I'm going to talk about macros. So I'm going to talk about protein, carbs, fat, kind of what the way I eat that doesn't promote like food guilt or cancelling out any foods or restriction or anything like that. Basically, if you're new, hello, hi, my name's Rebecca. Welcome to the Let's Be Fit fitness series. I hope that you subscribe if you enjoy what you see. These videos come out every Thursday. The first one was last week. I'll link it in the description in case you missed it. I just kind of talked about my fitness journey and stuff, but this week we're going to talk about kind of where I think you should start and where really helped me. What I think you should start with, sit down and think, okay, what does fitness mean to me? I think fitness has a different definition for everyone. My definition of fitness and your definition of fitness might be totally different. And the whole idea behind this series isn't for me to implement my way of fitness onto you. It's so we can go on this journey together, so that we can become fit together, no matter what fitness means to either me or you. So the first thing I want you to do is write down your why. Why are you watching this series? What do you hope to get from this series? What is your why? What is your goal? You know, if it's that you feel uncomfortable in your body, if you feel uncomfortable, if you've maybe gained some weight, if you've maybe lost some weight and you feel uncomfortable, you want to gain some weight, you want to lose some weight, you want to gain some muscle, you know, whatever it is, you want to just be more active. You feel that, you know, you're happy in your skin and you're happy in yourself, but you feel you could be more active. You feel you could make better nutrition choices, you know, whatever it is. I want you to think about your why. If you're a book reader, if you read books, I'm going to give you 2 recommendations now. It is also World Book Day. Happy World Book Day. I thought I would add this in. There's actually 3. These 2 first books aren't like fitness or gym themed books. These are books that are going to help with your mindset, because before you start a new fitness journey, you know, anything, a habit, you need to have your mindset in check. You need to be doing it for the right reasons. You need to be doing it for yourself. You know, you need to have, some people think they should lose weight, but they really shouldn't. You know, they might have a bad body image. They might just see themselves as imperfect and compare themselves. So I think these 2 books will really help with your mindset. So the first one is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I will link the books down below where I get them from. I get them off Book Depository and I always find that quite affordable. It is Atomic Habits, so basically it talks about, I'll just give you a bit of the blurb at the back. People think when you want to change your life you need to think big, but world-renowned habits expert James Clear has discovered another way. He knows that real change comes from the compound effect of hundreds of small decisions, doing 2 push-ups a day, waking up 5 minutes earlier, or just reading 1 more page. He calls them atomic habits. These small changes will have a transformative effect on your career, relationships and life. So I think this is a good all-rounder book. Just if you always want to find yourself picking up a new habit, you know, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's eating the food that will fuel your body, whether it's being more active, whether it's waking up earlier, whether it's doing more work, this book will help you kind of make those habits and stick to them, because I think that's very important. My second book recommendation is Professor Steve Peters' The Chimp Paradox. Now this is a mind book, so this is all about mind management, changing your thoughts, giving you confidence, giving you happiness. I'll just read the back as well. So it says, do you sabotage your own happiness and success? Are you struggling to make sense of yourself? Do your emotions sometimes dictate your life? This will help recognize kind of how your mind's working, understand and manage your emotions and thoughts, and manage yourself and become the person you would like to be. It's all about mind, and I think this book is very good too. So if you're a book reader, definitely go for them. If you're not a book reader, you know, you can listen to podcasts. I'm sure these people have been interviewed. I'll link any podcasts I find from them below. You know, you don't have to buy a book. If you're going to buy a book and leave it sitting on the shelf, there's no point buying a book. You can listen to podcasts, you know, Google mind management, Google how to form habits, and you can listen that way. Now the third book I am going to mention is more of a fitness based book, and I've mentioned this last week, but it is James Smith's Not a Diet book. This is for specifically those of you who really want to get into the gym, who don't have a clue where to start, who don't want to get sucked in by BS diet trends or gym trends. You just want a no BS approach and you kind of want help. So this is where James Smith's book comes in. I think it's brilliant. His approach is more straightforward, blunt, not for the sensitive, just to put that out there. So the back of this says, are you sick of always wearing black and getting undressed in the dark? Are you feeling fixated with a number on a scale? Are you afraid to step into the gym and commit to a routine? Is your confidence at an all-time low? Is all of this having a negative impact on your life, relationships, and happiness? His thing is basically Not a Diet book will help you fix bad habits, lose fat, gain confidence, and transform your life for good. It's so much simpler than everyone wants you to believe. So that is this one. The third book I recommend. So now that we're done with the book recommendations, I want to talk about something that I've only started doing recently and that I think you will benefit from, and something you can do starting today that is free, that is easy, and that just takes a bit of mind work. So I printed out this online. So it is a habit tracker. So this is it. I will link it down in the description. So it has your days and your habits. So for example, this is obviously a blank one that I've printed, and I have my own personal one here. So some of the habits I've put in for my days are read, gym, skincare, track food, listen to a podcast, and fill out my planner. So that's what they look like. I only started today. So basically the whole idea is that you have a visual place to see the habits that you want to achieve. So, you know, you'd have them filled out, and in every little box where next to your habit, if you do it on the day, you X. If you don't, you leave a space. So therefore, when you're looking at your habit tracker, when you print it up, print it and put it, you know, on your desk, in your diary, somewhere that you'll see it every day. It will remind you to do the little habits that you want to create in your life. You can always create a new habit in your life. It's never too late or too early. So I think that's a great one. I will definitely link this below. I'm gonna show you my full day of eating right now. So that's gonna play next. And then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna talk about macros. I'm very excited to, you know, have a fitness series on my YouTube channel, and it's not gonna be, as you'll see, it's not gonna be like your typical fitness series. Like, I really wanna talk about important things when it comes to women and their relationship with food and their relationship with the gym and their relationship with like why they even want to be fit in the first place and their bodies and all this fun stuff. So it's gonna be fun. But I thought I would start off this week's Let's Get Fit episode with a My Protein haul. So I literally just said it's not gonna be like every other fitness thing, but it's not, because it's me and I'm original. I said I would start with this just because in today's video we are going to be talking about macros and like your macro split and what protein is, carbs, fats, like why you need all of them, why, you know, having protein won't make you fat, because that's something I've heard recently. And the first thing I got is my favorite whey protein, which is the Impact Whey in the salted caramel flavor. This is so nice. It's a good protein flavor to have morning or evening, any time of the day. It's very nice, so we love that. But then what I got as well is My Protein do these like single serve sachets just so you can taste other flavors, and they're only 99 cents each, and there was a sale on when I got them, so they were actually only 69¢. So we have the chocolate brownie flavor, we have the chocolate nut flavor, and we have the white chocolate flavor. So those are 3 of them that I'm going to try, because I'd hate to buy something in a big flavor and not like it. Then I got these supplements. So the first one I got is vitamin D3. I live in Ireland. We do not see enough sun at all, and apparently like most people are deficient in vitamin D3, so I got them. 6 months worth of servings. Then I got this, which is vitamin B12. Again, another very important one for women, for energy, and depending on what nutrients you do or don't eat, you may need this in your diet. And then I got these, which are CLA, and that basically has, I think it's a mix of omegas. I'm just going to go onto the My Protein website and read out the benefits and stuff. My fix of omega-6, so it's omega-6, because I have omega-3 and 9s, so I didn't have omega-6, and I know you can get omega-3, 6, 9, but I didn't do it that way. It's naturally occurring fatty acid, which is super important for your everyday health. So it can't be produced by your body, so it must come from your diet. I'll read out the benefits of everything else I get while I'm here. So a blend of essential vitamins, B12 and folic acid for a convenient everyday tablet, especially if you're following a plant-based lifestyle, because B12 is primarily found in meat, eggs and dairy. Yeah, and I don't eat a lot of red meat. I do eat eggs, and I eat a bit of dairy, but I don't think enough, definitely not. Reduces tiredness and fatigue, supports your immune system, and is very suitable for vegans and vegetarians. It helps your immune system, supports normal bones and muscles. So they are the supplements I got. I got 3 samples of protein, and I got a big bag of protein. And guess how much all this was? Literally €32. My Protein is so good. They always have sales on. I will have a link down below if you've never used them. I don't have a code or anything. I'm not a sponsored athlete. But yeah, I really enjoy My Protein. So now we're going to head to the gym together. It's my first time filming in the gym today. Am I terrified? Absolutely. Am I going to do it anyway? Absolutely. Do you know what? Actually, first I'm going to have a protein shake. And we're going to try one of the new ones just so I can do a little taste test. And I'm going to try chocolate nut, because apparently it's like hazelnutty. We are making our protein shake. I'm making my protein shake. And one of the key kind of things to my day-to-day life with my food and stuff is a food scale. So I put my shaker on my food scale and put it to 0. I'm going to be talking as if like some of you haven't done this, just because I don't want to assume people know what I'm doing. Then I have my milk of choice, which is cashew milk. I drink cashew milk. I like cashew milk. Or when I was away from home, I just ended up drinking kind of nut milk by default, because I didn't like the regular milks. And then I was like, okay, Rebecca, this is a good habit you can pick up for the world. So yeah, I like cashew milk because it's creamy. I don't like almond milk. It's too like watery and vile in my opinion. So I have 200 mils of my cashew milk. And then I don't actually need a scales for this because it's a serving size anyway. If this is nice, this could be a potential for like a flavor that I'm ordering, because I've had the salted caramel one for so long now. I'm like, Rebecca, sometimes it's good to, you know, switch things up. Just a little chunk of hope keeps me going every day. Before I'm going to the gym, we're having a protein shake. Maybe I'll make this a full day of eating. That might be fun. Okay, so my camera died, which was to be expected, but it's okay because it only died while I was shaking the shaker. I'm just gonna bend down. So it only died while I was shaking the shaker. So we're still online for a taste test. We're gonna do a taste test. Smells okay? Stop the lights. It full on tastes hazelnutty, like Nutella. That was literally like a Nutella milkshake. Okay, that was fab. Okay, we love chocolate nut. This is great. Chocolate nut gets a 9 out of 10 from me. This may be a 10, but something else might come along and be an 11. So yeah, this has 18 grams of protein, 97 calories. 18 grams of protein to start the day because we like having high protein. This is just what I do. This is just all my experience. This is Let's Get Fit. Me and you. We're doing this together. White Monster is my vice, my daily caffeine, my thing that I drink. I don't like coffee. I've never liked coffee. I've tried it. I've tried iced coffee. I've tried those coffees with like loads of sugar in them. I've tried warm coffee, cold coffee. It just makes me go like, ew, you know? Just a little chunk of hope. Keeps me going. So that's great. But you know what? It's fine because that just shows you how clumsy of a person I am. You know, you get more of an insight into my personality. Number one, it's 0 calories. So it's not like I have a vice with something that has a load of sugar in it and adds to my daily calories. No. It's a 0 calorie caffeine drink. And some people have very big problems with Monster. Yeah, so I like a can of White Monster, you know, to boost my energy. It's like people drinking coffee. It's literally the exact same thing. And this stuff full on has vitamins in it. Like this full on has vitamin B3, 266% of your daily amount. This stuff has vitamin B12 in it. I just bought B12 supplements. Apparently 500 mils of this has 500% of your daily intake of vitamin B12. That's gas. And then we head to the gym, and I'm rambling, so let's go to the gym. Let's go. I will see you in the gym where I will be filming. Oh God.
It's quite busy, but yeah, today is leg day. So we are ready to go. This is what I'm wearing. These leggings are Rockwear. Pretty sure it's an Aussie brand Gym Shark bra, but I have 2 bras on because you can't just be wearing one bra. At least I haven't found one sports bra that like supports me.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm back, I am home, and we're going to do a little haul of what I bought. I bought one turkey burger. I bought these Fitzgerald Bagel Slims because I really like them and I'm running low. I bought bacon medallions. Now, a lot of you might be like, Rebecca, why did you buy bacon medallions? Why didn't you buy turkey? Turkey rashers have more salt. Fun fact, the macros are actually better on these and I prefer the taste of them. So I think educating yourself on how to read food labels is a very handy tool to have. So I bought these. And then I bought 2 packets of baby potatoes. These are the ones I like to get because they're only €1 and they steam in the bag in the microwave and then you can do what you want with them. And I bought these as well. And I already ate one of these because I was starving. The birthday cake fiber one bars. I've been loving these. They're such a nice treat. Now I'm gonna decide what I want for lunch, but I really don't know what I want. Maybe a bagel with bacon medallions. We're having a bagel with 3 pieces of the bacon and an egg and some Ballymaloe relish. I'm pretty sure the bagel's upside down. It's gonna be very messy to eat, but that is what I'm having. Okay, so I just realized I have not had half enough calories today. So I'm gonna have a snack. And I'm gonna have these yogurts are my favorite thing. I discovered them from Caroline O'Mahony. So they're from Aldi, and they're a protein yogurt. So they're 99 cents. They're so nice. And in each yogurt there's like 20 grams of protein. Because I was going to have another protein shake, but I was like, no, you know what, I'm going to have this instead. iPhone vlogging because my camera is charging, but this is the yogurt. So there's strawberry, raspberry, there are more flavours, but these are just my 2 favourite ones. To be honest, these literally taste like a petit filou. Like, do you know, I don't like yogurt with bits in it. Good evening, we're back camera vlogging. And I just had one of these, but I forgot to film it because I'm not used to filming myself what I eat every day. But it is the Moser Roth sea salt dark chocolates. So I get them in Aldi. They're just like a little singular sea salt dark chocolate bar. And I just had a snack of one of those. And I'm about to cook my dinner now. And we're making minced tacos and baby potatoes, which I'm very excited about. I love tacos. Tacos are my vibe. I'm a big taco fan. And to be honest, I have a good bit of calories left for the day, which is always exciting. Doesn't happen often. But I hope you're enjoying this full day of eating. And after I do the full day of eating, I'll be sitting down and talking about kind of what I do with my food, like how I calculate my food and all that fun stuff. But when I'm cooking, I just thought I would mention this. I use 100% cold pressed rapeseed oil. So I have 2 different brands. This is an Irish brand, maybe, I think. It's called Sust. And I like using rapeseed oil because it has a high frying point. It is rich in omega-3 and vitamin E, which is important. And if I'm not using that one, I use this one. So again, Irish rapeseed oil, cold pressed, extra virgin, in a glass bottle, because the oils you cook with are actually very important, and you want to make sure you're cooking with good oils, as opposed to, my mom loves this one. I'm not a fan. If you look at the ingredients list, there's just things in it that you don't need to be cooking with, and the oil I use just oil is the ingredient, if you get me. I'll show you my food when it's done. So while I'm cooking, I'm having another protein shake, and this is the white chocolate one. It's nice, but I think not as nice as I remember. I don't know, would I buy a full thing of it? Still good though. You don't have to have 2 protein shakes a day. Sometimes I don't have 2 protein shakes in a day, but I want to hit my protein today, obviously, because I'm doing a full day of eating. And yeah, I want to kind of, like, the reason for me starting this series and stuff was to stay more accountable and to try and, you know, be more accountable to myself and kind of show you what I do. So yeah, I think after that protein shake now and with my dinner, I'll have hit my protein for the day. Righty-ho, so this is my dinner. So we have 3 tacos filled with a minced sweet corn and pepper mixture with some Mexican seasoning stuff. Then we have this Southwest sauce to put it on the tacos. There's a bit of cheese, and then I have my baby potatoes, which I parboiled and then put in the air fryer, and they're delicious, and a can of Coke Zero and some water. So this is my dinner. There's literally over, I think there's about 60 grams of protein in this, obviously because of the mince. But yeah, bone apple teeth. I hope you enjoyed my full day of eating. As you saw, I eat varied foods. I don't restrict any food groups, you know. I eat carbs, protein, fat, bagels, potatoes, tacos, protein shakes. Like, I eat a wide variety of food. The way I go about my food and the way I go about my personal calories and stuff is I count my macros. Food is made up of 3 groups: protein, carbs and fat. Depending on the different food item, the number of protein, carbs or fat will vary. In my opinion, educating yourself on how to read food labels is very, very important. I think you can just make more informed decisions. You can see if something has a lot of salt, a lot of sugar, and something being high fat isn't, like, fat doesn't equal bad, because I think a lot of people have the perception that, like, fat is bad, like the word fat. So if something has fat in it, it's bad for you. If something's fat free, it's good for you, and that is not the case. Something can be fat free and full of sugar, like it can be very high calorie, you know. 0 fat doesn't mean healthy, and I think it's very important to kind of get the idea, if you can, of like good foods and bad foods out of your head. Just think of every food as what it is. It's food, it's fuel. It is a fuel system for our body. Some foods have higher calories, some foods have lower calories, some foods have higher protein, some foods have higher carbs. And depending on your goals, your age, your weight, your height, you know, do you want to build muscle? Do you want to lose fat? Do you want to maintain? What food and fuel you need and what level of protein, carbs, fat, calories you'll need will vary. As James Smith explains it, it's like money in a bank, you know. You get paid every week, you know how much you're getting paid, you know if you spend too much that you'll have not enough left, you know if you overspend you'll be in debt, you know if you underspend you'll be saving. It's the same exact principle. I think some people think counting calories is obsessive, but unless you have like a disordered eating problem or you have some form of like mental health issue when it comes to food, then, you know, obviously talk to a doctor, talk to a professional. That's not what I'm here for. Counting your calories and being aware of your calories and being aware of what you're eating is perfectly normal. It's so normal, and I don't understand why if everyone from a young age was, you know, given the tools to count calories and to know the value of food and to know when they're getting enough protein, when they're getting, you know, when they're not getting enough protein. Protein is so important for your muscles, body functions, for so many things. So the way I break down my food is I go onto the JSA app. This is going to seem like an ad for James Smith, but it's not. He has an app, so it's free. You can download it. So if you download his app, I'll link, I think I can link an app down below, can I? Well, if I can, I'll link it down below. if you download his app and you put in your weight, your height, your age, and your goal and how active you are, be sure not to overestimate how active you are or underestimate it, because it will make your calories vary. You put all that in and then it comes up and it says, for example, 2000 calories, 150 grams of protein. And it doesn't give a carb value or a fat value. And this is because, you know, you can mess around with your carbs and fat. You don't have to be exactly particular on them. What's most important is that you get enough protein in for your body. So that's what I do. Some of you might be looking at the screen now being like, oh my God, like how could I track my food? Like that would take so much time. Knowing what food you're consuming and how much protein you're getting in is going to help. You know, it just is at the end of the day. I use the app MyFitnessPal to track my food. It's so easy. Like at the moment, like you have to scan the barcode for the food to come up or you just search it. But like I've been using MyFitnessPal on and off for so many years now, I don't really have to search the foods. They're all in my database on my phone. Like they'll all come up automatically. It is really easy, and I will have, like in that full day of eating that you just saw, I had like screenshots of all the values and stuff on the thing. You can see, for example, if you're supposed to get 120 grams of protein in a day, you have your breakfast and you have your lunch, and then you go into the app and you're like, okay, I haven't eaten half enough protein today for my goals. Then you can readjust and have, you know, higher protein dinner. Say if I know at the weekend I'm going out for breakfast with the girls, I'll have the breakfast, whatever it is, and like I'm not prepping for a show. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder or anything. It's not like I can't go out for a meal and enjoy that. Like if I'm going out for a meal, I don't try and track that or anything. I just know, okay, I'm gonna have high protein meals the other part of the day with kind of lower carbs and lower fat, just because I know if I'm eating out, realistically, I don't know what they're cooking it with. So realistically that'll probably be higher in carbs and fat and lower in protein. I don't get bogged down by it. I don't turn down going out for meals with friends. I like to think I'm very balanced. Like I just make it work for me, and I think that's the most important thing when it comes to food and eating, is making it work for you. Waking up on a Monday and saying, okay, this week I'm gonna cut out XYZ, whatever you are cutting out, and then trying to do it for a week and starving yourself is never going to work long term. Like I'm in it for the long term. What I do and my goals and everything are more long term, you know. Calorie counting is just a tool you can use to make your life easier, you know, to make you get to your goals and to make you feel good and to make you aware of what you're eating. You know, I feel like some diet plans you can be on or people can be put on, there's a problem because they're made to confuse the consumer. The consumer isn't aware of what they're tracking, of what they're eating. They just know that they can eat this and they can't eat that. Whereas with calorie counting, with tracking your macros and everything, it gives you so much freedom and power, because you know you can have things like, and you know what the calorie value is, and you know when you should be having more protein, you know. That's what I do with my food. That's what I do when it comes to food. And I just wanted to explain that in this week's video, because, you know, this is the start of the series. This is getting started. And over the next few weeks, I will be referencing calories, macros, proteins, fats, carbs, whatever. So I just kind of wanted you to be aware of what I do. I don't follow any specific diet. I'm not vegetarian, vegan, keto, paleo, pescatarian, like nothing like that. Are we following so far? I know it can kind of be confusing and overwhelming when you're hearing someone say this at first and you're like, what's going on? Also, top tip, don't let MyFitnessPal track, or don't let MyFitnessPal calculate your calories. They're massively, massively wrong. You can go into MyFitnessPal in the settings and just put in whatever calories that the James Smith app or any calorie calculator you want to use, but that's the one I recommend. And you can put it in there if you want to do that. Of course, if you don't want to do that, that's absolutely fine. I'm just explaining what I do. I think that's all. I think I've covered everything so far. Next week, I kind of want to do a Q&A. about things. So if you could leave any questions in the question box. I want to cover things like cellulite, stretch marks, feeling bloated, bad body images, my own personal body image, all that kind of stuff. I want to show you my workouts. Like, I have so much that I want to show you, but I just thought starting today with, you know, what I think you should do to get started and what I'm doing, just so you're kind of caught up, was very important. Recommending the books, showing you my full day of eating to show that I'm not starving myself, that I'm not like on this insane strict diet that like isn't flexible at all. Top tip before I go is hydrate yourself. Get as much H2O water into you as possible. It's very important to stay hydrated. If you're kind of like, I don't know, am I hydrated or not? Like, how do you know if you're hydrated? When you go to the bathroom, look at your pee. If it's yellow, you're dehydrated. It should be like a very light yellow or clear, and that means you're hydrated. If it's a yellow color at all, it means you're very, very dehydrated. I hope you all enjoyed episode 2 of Let's Get Fit. Let me know down in the comments, are you starting this journey with me today? Are you gonna try and do some of the things I've recommended? What are you doing yourself to get fit? You know, what's your why? Comment down below. I'd love to have a conversation in the comments. Don't forget, I have linked absolutely everything, including the free habit tracker down below, so that you can download it, you can check out the books, you can check out a podcast. I'll put a few podcasts that I recommend in the description box as well. And I hope you're all excited, you know, to get fit, to feel better, to feel healthy, to feel happy, and, you know, to realize that fitness isn't this scary journey, that it's really fun and it's not as hard as people make it out to be. Yes, it's hard when you're developing a new habit, and yes, it's hard when you don't know why you're doing something, but if you have your why, if your mindset is right, then I promise it'll be very easy. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you're excited for this series. You know, give a comment below, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.